What's going on, everyone? John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here. It's been about 3 months since this guy came out and we did our European review, and Ron and I took this guy as my only computer on a trip to Munich, Germany. But since then, I've been using it every day, so I thought I'd sort of revisit the iPad Pro. Our initial review, I guess spoiler alert, was it ain't all that, and it's certainly not all that, plus like a side delicious bag of chips. It was just a giant iPad. In a lot of ways, that opinion is still the same. I found myself using this exactly as I've used the iPad mini and the iPad Air before it. No difference at all, and the size isn't really adding much for me. So my use cases are pretty simple. Mostly I use this guy to get my 2-year-old to eat dinner. We'll watch a little Nemo and I'll just shove food in his mouth while he's distracted. I'll watch videos at night with it. I find myself not using it to type emails, not using it as a work device at all, despite the type cover, which I still find expensive and still find hard to use, hard to navigate, and makes me mad that it does not have a home button on it. Cannot figure out why Apple would do that. And not to mention, the design on it and how it folds is asinine and ridiculous. A few things that I do like about it though, I think the speakers are still absolutely awesome. I think the speakers are some of the best I've heard on a tablet. From a spec standpoint, it's still very quick for an iPad. It's a big caveat. It boots up fast, it multitasks well, but no real difference when you're actually using it versus the current gen iPad Air or even the current gen iPad mini. All you are getting with the Pro is a better screen and a bigger iPad. Nothing else. There's no added utility here. I didn't find myself using multitasking all that often. In fact, I usually just forgot that it was there. If I had to multitask much, I would usually just go and sit in front of a normal computer. I still stand by my conclusion in the initial review that I don't know who this is for. I don't know who would buy this. I don't know why you would buy it. And I cannot for the life of me figure out why Apple would even call it an iPad Pro. There's very little pro about it. Granted, you can get a pencil, and the pencil does work well. It's probably the best stylus device I've ever used. But caveat here is I don't find myself hardly ever using it at all. Sometimes it's a companion device at home when I'm sitting in front of my Surface Pro 4 doing work, and I'll use this to maybe put some notes down next to me, but that's really it. If you use a tablet passively for just watching movies and consuming content, I don't know why you want to spend the money on an iPad Pro versus a much less expensive either iPad or just plethorous Android options. What do you guys think though? Have you picked up an iPad Pro? You've been looking at one at the store, you've been checking out your friends. I would like to know who this is for. If this is for you, I'm not trying to be judgy. Tell me why. Tell me what about this is for you and why it's a perfect tablet. And maybe we could have a discussion on it. Maybe you can help change my mind. Give the video a thumbs up. We always appreciate it. It's a button that looks like this down below. Until next time, I'm John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo. Talk to you next video. Can you say John Rettinger from Techno Buffalo here?
I like a buffalo here.